Voodoo got moved outside. Hi. Are you mad? No more AC. Well, hey y'all. Jamie, Lester, Lex, and Connor.
Oh,
and
don't forget about Kippy.
Kippy. Kippy's here too. We are headed to College Station, Texas. Put your hat on, pull your life together tomorrow. And we are headed to go see Voodoo. We are bringing an army with us this time. And Lester is in therapy on the way.
And I have to drive because Jamie had vehicle issues.
We made
Go
it
figure.
less than a mile from the house, and I looked over at the car. Lester was driving, and I looked over, and I'm like, we have a flat tire. Turn around. Like, I don't know what in the universe is going on to deter us, but it is profound.
So your vehicle is a year newer than my truck. It has half the miles my truck, and it drives a whole lot better than this big truck. It's easier to... Everything about
easier
your
to
vehicle,
park. It's everything.
better for the kids, more conducive for the kiddos. It has all the
And
things.
I've been driving it now for 4 days in a row, back and forth there. So.
That's why you let air out of your tire. You tricked me.
I did not.
Look at your face.
I did not.
Chinese lie detector. If you smile, then you're lying. Look at me. Did you let air out of your tire?
Stop it. That doesn't work. It's because you laughed.
You let air out of your own tire.
It's 'cause he
so I
laughed.
would have to drive. Dang it. Bad knee, bad shoulder, and I'm still driving. At least we have Whataburger.
We are eating dinner on the go. Right.
Thank you.
Lester's all wired
Thank
up.
you so very much.
Take that as you will. So we're headed to College Station, and we're going to spend some time with our Voodoo. We're eating dinner on the fly, and we're driving Lester's truck, who he just ran over a curb.
I didn't see that curve. That's what I'm saying. This truck is too big. It's great for what we do, for pulling trailers and stuff, but it's not good for driving around town.
It's not good for a 2-hour road trip. But we're doing it because Voodoo needs love, and I told Lester that I feel like by going every single day, it gives him normalcy and routine, which is really, really important to their stress levels.
Can I say something?
Sure.
And so I kind of didn't believe you when you said it the first time, but I noticed when we got there yesterday, his spirits did pick up. And when we left, you could see him go back into a little bit of a funk.
Yeah.
And that broke my heart for him.
Yes. So we're going. I am sneaking in snacks again. I have upped my granola bar game though, and the beauty of those, they're his favorite, is I can break them up and I can put them in his little food dish to make him feel like he gets, a third meal of the day, because he's Voodoo and it doesn't take much. It's just a granola bar. So he's going to be really excited about that. This is the boys' first time to College Station, Texas, and everybody's just in it for the road trip, especially Lester. He's all wired up, and now he has Whataburger, so his life is complete.
And my Dr. Pepper, I'm good.
Life is in the bumpiest truck in the world.
Yeah, it is bumpy. It's the bumpy ride.
Okay, come on, you're coming with us. I have this big curiosity about this building right here. It is in the middle of nowhere. It resembles a castle. I'm sure it's hotelish, but it doesn't say hotel. It says Momentum Plaza. And it is in the middle of a field. A legit field. And it has the most beautiful entrance. Like, makes you wonder, is that where you have a wedding? Is that where, it's just...
Jamie, for weddings, come on. There's a lot of rooms in there.
And it looks like a golf course out here, but it isn't that either. So, what is it? If anybody knows.
There are people who follow our channel who live in this area. So
You know what's so sweet? You're right. A few people reached out to me and said, I live here in College Station, and I have extra rooms and extra space, or I'd be happy to cook you a meal. And I just thought, first of all, I'm having...
Hey, could I get some of those numbers?
Psh.
If they're going to cook us meals.
I was in meltdown mode during that time, and was a super emotional wreck. And those were the sweetest messages. I got texts and calls and emails and messages on Facebook that said I live here, and I live alone, and you don't even have to see me. You don't have to interact with me. Or I would love to go check on Voodoo for you. Or I'll come up there and just be with you. Like, I just got some of the sweetest, kindest things said to me for people who lived here locally, and of course, even those that didn't. And y'all are so wonderful. I'll say that. We are almost here. We're about 5 miles away, and as we get closer, I get a little nervous, and I have to talk myself like down so that my heart rate can be down enough for being with Voodoo. Like, I don't want him to think that I'm anxious, because that could make him anxious as well. Okay, so Lester and the boys and Kippy are hanging on the lawn trying not to get kicked out. I walked all the way in, checked in, and remembered that I brought granola bars, and then I have to sneak them in. So I had to go get my purse. I don't really carry a purse anymore. Feels weird. But I did learn he changed stalls. We're gonna find out why. Voodoo got moved outside. Hi. Are you mad? No more AC. So I walked into the front door of the hospital and I said, he's in room 303. And she says, no, he moved rooms. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, that's cool. And the gentleman came out and got me and said, here, we're headed out. Hi. Voodoo, my love, we have graduated to the outdoor barn. He's not real sure what to think about that, other than he is under something called a big ass fan. I didn't make that up, okay? I did not make that up. He also has his very own personal fan right here. He has a really cool hay thingy-majigger. Yeah. And he's doing real good today. So I learned some things about his treatment today. So today was the first day that he dropped down to pain meds 1 time a day instead of 2. And they're gonna watch and see how he does this evening. The doctor literally, so I learned today that he also started a new antibiotic, and they repacked his wound, and it is not draining near as much today, so that's good news. Part of his treatment is indoor walking currently. They don't want him to go outdoor right now because they had to shave around this wound, and that's pretty much bare skin, and so is this, and they know that he's pretty sensitive to sunburn. So he's done walking out in this barn, and then they have a huge walkway inside the hospital that they've done, and there also is a covered arena that he went into. Now, Voodoo had his first granola bar already. I said granola bar, and I have one more that I haven't given him yet, but I'm going to. I also learned that they bathe and groom him every day, which is why he's so pretty and white. They pick his feet and brush his feet and oil them, so he gets literally a pedicure daily here. Now we're at the point, though, where we have to make decisions in the next 2 days of what's next. So his wound still has a pretty big cavity. He is still at risk of infection. Obviously, he has sutures in for some time coming up, and he still has packing in there today. The goals would be that we start to think about his discharge and care after discharge. And I know that the reason that he is calm, cool, and collected in a stall is because those guys are calm, cool, and collected in a stall. He would like me to scratch his behind right now. But if he was at home and he was watching his friends, then he would be in a circumstance of like wanting to be out with his friends, because his friends wouldn't be in a stall as well. And he's not ready for that yet. So we have to start thinking about how many more days of packing is he going to need, and you know, his next steps in here essentially. And then going home. And what does going home look like, and what does aftercare at home look like as well? I know that he wants to be home with Bucky's, and I know he wants to be home with Rita and Storm and Ivy, because Ivy misses you like a lot. But I also know that Voodoo is scared of the trailer from when he hit his top of his head in May, and that loading him is hard and traumatic and scary. Yeah. And so I want his trip home to be his trip home. I don't want to have to come back in a week. You want to go home? I saw you. He's like looking to see if there's any more alfalfa left. Any more? But I want to do what's best for him and gives him the best chance of healing without any complications. And that's what I'll talk to tomorrow morning with his veterinarian. So I talked to her a bit on the phone tonight, and tomorrow morning I intend to be here for rounds to be able to get not only his plan of the day, but his length of stay treatment plan as well. They said, so there's like student workers, and there's residents, and there's med students, and then there's, oh my gosh, what did they call them? People that are doing their rounds as well. Hi, sweetie. And everyone says that Voodoo is the most pleasant patient that they have, that he does everything that they ask, and that he is a pure gentleman, that he's a brilliant horse. They said you were brilliant. They said you were so smart, buddy. They did. And that he's been so sweet to them. I'm not surprised at any of that. I think he wants to see Dad. Dad's out playing football. I'm gonna go get Dad, okay? We really want what's best for him. And I'll do any part of it. Whatever is best. But tomorrow morning, being here for rounds and being able to talk about his treatment plan is going to be really important to us. And then tonight's monitoring with only having 1 dose of pain medication today is important. And we are at the mercy of his body healing. Oh, they turned off the lights on us, Boo. He sure does like this type of stall though, and so do I. And it has given me a whole new perspective on what I think that we should consider building. I can tell that he's tired today. Like, look. His head's sinking a little bit. Yeah, he's worn out. So his body is using a lot of energy to heal and to continue to fight infection and to manage his pain. Oh, sweetie. I'm so thankful that they let us come and spend time with him, though. It's really important. All right, I'm going to sneak in 1 granola bar and I'm going to go get Dad, okay? You want to see Dad? He's like, no, I want you to dig out that granola bar right now. All right, y'all. Signing out for Mama and Voodoo. We love you.